So the House of Representatives has passed a bill that would ban abortion after 20 weeks. And there is one member of the House who was, by voting for it, made a total hypocrite. We'll tell you first about the bill. The bill, according to The Hill, would make it a crime to perform or attempt an abortion after 20 weeks of pregnancy with the possibility of a fine up to 5 years in prison or both. The bill allows exceptions in cases of rape, incest, or to save the life of a woman, and wouldn't penalize women for seeking to get abortions after 20 weeks. It would just focus on the physicians who performed the abortion. The idea being that after 20 weeks, the fetus can feel pain, respond to sounds, etc. People who are anti-abortion say that this is just reduces the cruelty of late-term abortions. People who are pro-choice say that this is the reduction in the availability and safety of legal abortion in America. There is one representative from Pennsylvania who voted for the ban. His name is Tim Murphy, but the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette looked at records from his divorce and found out about his affair with a woman named Shannon Edwards. And here are the details from that. Murphy admitted to the affair in September. Edwards, a forensic psychologist, exchanged texts with Murphy earlier this year wherein she implied that the anti-abortion legislator had personally encouraged her to have an abortion during a pregnancy scare. It continues. In response to an anti-abortion post on the congressman's Facebook page in January, Edwards texted, "And you have zero issue posting your pro-life stance when you had no issue asking me to abort our unborn child just last week when you thought it was one of the options."
It reminds me of Desjardins, another politician who forced his mistress to have abortions, and it happens time and time again. And first let me address late-term abortions. We're running out of time, but late-term abortions don't happen often. And when they do happen, it's because the mother's life is at risk, or the fetus is so severely,
compromised.
That's
has birth defects.
Birth defects. That's where I was going. The birth defects are so severe that there's no other choice than to either miscarry, have a stillbirth, or have an abortion. And so, people on the right make this a big issue when in reality it's not an issue at all. They just want to slowly but surely chip away at reproductive rights because their argument is, well, we believe in protecting life. Well, if you really worry about protecting life, nearly 60 people just got murdered in Las Vegas. Do something about that, because those were lives that were lost because of your inaction, okay? But when it comes to the issue of reproductive rights, it's not about protecting life. What it's really about is either punishing women that you feel shouldn't be sexually liberated, or controlling women, or pandering to your religious base. Other than that, other than you trying to look for political brownie points, that's all it really is. And look, actions speak louder than words. If you really believe that, abortion is killing human lives, why are you asking your mistress to have an abortion? They're disgusting hypocrites. They're disgusting hypocrites. Anyway, go ahead, guys.
No, I feel the same way. I feel like I was just thinking about that. Were you taking action to ensure that people's lives continue, the people who are here? I think that as a woman, it's exhausting that we're constantly, it feels like the fucking Handmaid's Tale is like coming to life, and we are constantly having to protect our basic rights. Like, we're still trying to get paid, we're still trying to fight for our own bodies. And when I hear about these guys, he's just one that got busted. He got exposed. He is one of many.
Yeah, and if you have one thing that I just suggest people go read, it's called "I Carry My Grief in a Visible Bump. Don't Ban Abortion for Women Like Me." It was written in response to the Ohio heartbeat bill. Read it.
Support independent media. Come join us at the Young Turks. TYTnetwork.com/join.